Hello, dear friends. It's time to continue our journey through Paris Talks, addresses given by Abdu'l-Baha in 1911. So we are up to his talk number 7, titled The Sun of Truth, October 22nd. Abdu'l-Baha said, "It is a lovely day. The sun shines brightly upon the earth, giving light and warmth to all creatures. The Sun of Truth is also shining, giving light and warmth to the souls of men. The sun is the life giver to the physical bodies of all creatures upon earth. Without its warmth, their growth would be stunted, their development would be arrested, they would decay and die. Even so do the souls of men need the Sun of Truth to shed its rays upon their souls, to develop them, to educate and encourage them. As the sun is to the body of a man, so is the Sun of Truth to his soul. A man may have attained to a high degree of material progress, but without the light of truth his soul is stunted and starved. Another man may have no material gifts, may be at the bottom of the social ladder, but, having received the warmth of the Sun of Truth, his soul is great and his spiritual understanding is enlightened." A Greek philosopher living in the days of the youth of Christianity, being full of the Christian element, though not a professing Christian, wrote thus: "It is my belief that religion is the very foundation of true civilization. For unless the moral character of a nation is educated, as well as its brain and its talents, civilization has no sure basis. As religion inculcates morality, it is therefore the truest philosophy, and on it is built the only lasting civilization." As an example of this, he points out the Christians of the time whose morality was on a very high level. The belief of this philosopher conforms to the truth, for the civilization of Christianity was the best and most enlightened in the world. The Christian teaching was illumined by the divine Sun of Truth. Therefore, its followers were taught to love all men as brothers, to fear nothing, not even death, to love their neighbors as themselves, and to forget their own selfish interests in striving for the greater good of humanity. The grand aim of the religion of Christ was to draw the hearts of all men nearer to God's effulgent truth. If the followers of the Lord Christ had continued to follow out these principles with steadfast faithfulness, there would have been no need for a renewal of the Christian message, no necessity for a reawakening of his people, for a great and glorious civilization would not be ruling the world, and the kingdom of heaven would have come on earth. But instead of this, what has taken place? Men turned away their faces from following the divinely illuminated precepts of their Master, and winter fell upon the hearts of men. For, as the body of man depends for life upon the rays of the sun, so cannot the celestial virtues grow in the soul without the radiance of the Sun of Truth. God leaves not his children comfortless, but when the darkness of winter overshadows them, then again he sends his messengers, the prophets, with the renewal of the blessed spring. The Sun of Truth appears again on the horizon of the world, shining into the eyes of those who sleep, awaking them to behold the glory of a new dawn. Then again will the tree of humanity blossom and bring forth the fruit of righteousness for the healing of the nations. Because man has stopped his ears to the voice of truth, and shut his eyes to the sacred light, neglecting the law of God. For this reason has the darkness of war and tumult, unrest and misery desolated the earth. I pray that you will all strive to bring each child of God into the radiance of the Sun of Truth, that the darkness may be dissipated by the penetrating rays of its glory, and the winter's hardness and cold may be melted away by the merciful warmth of its shining." I don't have many thoughts on this one. I think it's just so beautifully written as a reminder of things that we already know and hear all the time, you know, that we can strive for our material growth and progress, and it's amazing. But without the light of truth and that sun and warmth of truth, which is really the essence of what every religion and faith and philosophy brings, is love, you know, and is that connection to something bigger than us, be it God, be it source, be it, you know, whatever we call it. But in this context, we label it God, to kind of, at least, just to feel the essence of something bigger than us that has brought us and provided everything that we need to live, all the elements of the earth, you know, so that we can live comfortably and have everything that we need. And without that, even as much as we attain materially on this earth, it doesn't sustain us, because there's something missing within us. And same with the other way around, you know, like if we are very spiritual and are connected with our internal world and, you know, that detachment from material things, if we don't have the comforts of this world as well, it can be very difficult. So it really is about how can we bring both our service and work into this world so that we can live the life that we want. But I guess what it's saying is the basis of anything is that spiritual truth. Once you have that, even if you don't have anything materially, there's still a sustenance within you. There's still a faith and a hope despite everything around, you know. It keeps you going. It's really powerful, actually. But yes, we will continue with talk number 8 in the next one.